Hi, everybody. Welcome to the September 28th meeting. We are going to call this to order at 6 o'clock on the nose. If I can say beforehand, just so everybody knows, Russ is not here. And just to be clear, I asked him if he wanted to reschedule. He said no. He felt like this was all pretty, just standard stuff we need to go through. And it's all been laid out prior. So if we can really try and stick to the schedule, because people have things to do, right at 7. I think we'll lose our superintendent. Is that what he said?
Yep.
I have a very sick cow. I'm going to plead that because it's really important to me that I go check on her. So if we can just stick to the agenda, I'd be really, really thrilled. So additions and deletions to the agenda.
Beth, I'd just like to suggest that the next meetings be held on October 25th. Our principal has a conflict on October 18th. And the November 22nd meeting is a Tuesday prior to the Thanksgiving break. I don't think that would be advantageous. And also it will allow for the assessment that will come from the WCSU to be able to be placed into the conversation if we held the meeting on November 29th. So I'm suggesting that we change the meetings on October 20 to October 25th and November 29th.
Okay, that sounds good to me. I think I'm the only board member here at the moment, or are there others?
I think you're
Does it matter?
Nobody in the waiting room.
Okay, so that sounds good to me. So
So right now we're just having a gathering of citizens because you don't have a quorum.
yeah, right. Okay, all right. So it's noted, and we'll just keep going till we have another board member.
Yes, you can't vote on anything until.
She's here now.
Okay.
So Abby, did you get that? We're changing the dates for the October and November meeting.
No, I did not get that.
Sorry. Okay. So we're looking to change the October meeting from the 18th to the 25th, and the November 22nd meeting to the 29th. Does that sound good to you?
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. I didn't realize I wasn't unmuted.
Yeah, that's okay. Do we need to make a motion on that, or we're agreeing? Bill?
Yeah, I think it's appropriate. Just make a quick motion, quick vote.
All right, I'm gonna make a motion to move the meetings from October 18th to October 25th, and the November meeting from the 22nd to the 29th. Can I get a second?
I second it.
All right, any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Great, thank you. Great, any
His hand
other,
up for you, Beth?
sorry?
Peter has his hand up.
Oh, sorry, Peter.
Oh, thanks. I just need to catch up. Is Crystal on the board now?
No. That was Abby Pelton.
Oh, got it. So there's just the two of you here so far.
Yes, I'm
And that's the
sorry.
quorum.
Yep.
Good, thanks.
You
Okay.
also have a hand from Crystal.
Crystal.
Beth, I'm just wondering if Mickey can have Bridget Corby add those changes to the Friday notes.
Sure thing.
Great, thank you, Crystal. Any other additions or deletions to the agenda? Okay, hearing none. Correspondence, I have received none. Anybody else? Abby?
No, I have not. Nope.
Okay, great. Members of the public?
Trying to see who's on here. So I do have something
Okay.
if nobody's hands are raised.
Nope, yeah.
So just wanted to let folks know, Friends of the Wyndham Schoolhouse was very successful in their fundraising efforts for the wood floor for the multi-purpose room, and have raised money to purchase materials. So that's where the phase that we're getting at to right now, which will be more further conversation with Mickey and with those with the individuals are doing the work and doing the installation. But just wanted to let people know and thank everyone in the community and beyond that has donated. And I mean, it's just absolutely amazing that this is going through. I'm just kind of
Yeah.
blown away by all the support. So thank you to everyone.
Thank you, Abby. Well done. That's
Great.
awesome.
Yeah, it's amazing. Great. Anybody else, members of the public? Okay, on to old business then. Financial update by Laurie Garland.
Hi, good evening, everyone. I'll make this really brief. You all should have received the Wyndham School Fund Balance year to date document. And basically, the year for fiscal year 22 ended much better than we thought. Still in a deficit situation, but we knew that was going to happen because you paid off your loan early. And also some very few expenses, but a few expenses got in for the oil burner. Most of that actually is in 23. So your fund balance is right around $80,000. These are all unaudited numbers. Our audit is in mid-October. The other thing I wanted to point out is there is REAP money, and there also is more REAP money than we had anticipated for fiscal year 23, which is really good news because we believe that the art program will be able to be paid completely out of REAP.
Woo!
Yeah, so that's exciting news. So all of that discussion, and it was like a day or two later, and the REAP award came out for more than what they had originally told us. So good news there. Fiscal year 23, I do have documents, but it's very early yet. We don't have revenues loaded in as of yet, but no real surprises as we're starting to look at fiscal year 23. So that's really all I have for you. I just wanted to give you an update as we're headed into budget season. I know there was some talk about what to do with the fund balance, but I believe, I don't think Michael Pelton's on. He was, concerned that we were careful of that, and I agree with him. As we head into the new budget year, you may need that to potentially buy down the tax rate.
Okay.
Laurie, how much did we anticipate budgeting for the art program so that Mickey can know how much he would have left in REAP for planning?
Well, he has planning for REAP for fiscal year 23 already. So there was a plan for that, but because we received more, it'll spend it all out. It'll spend the whole 20,000 plus potentially a little bit, but he does have some fund balance for 22. So I don't remember the total cost of the art program. Mickey, maybe you.
Basically, the art program can be covered and Mickey's plans for REAP can be covered.
Correct.
Perfect.
Yes.
Awesome.
Fantastic.
That's great.
Dynamite. That's huge. Thank you. Okay. Any questions for Laurie Garland?
Yes, Laurie, or maybe Laurie might know about this. So for soccer, is there insurance that is required that or we can get, or do we have to have soccer going so we can be doing scrimmages and playing games with other schools?
Well, that's not under the school. The soccer program is not a school function. It's usually a rec type function. So we don't cover like the other elementaries. There is not a provision for that. I think it probably would be through do you have a rec department or anything like that? I don't know, so I'm asking. But it usually is covered through something like that. That's where I would start to look.
Gotcha. No, just wasn't sure because it's I keep kind of going around in circles with that one, but we will figure it out. So and I'm not sure because he probably didn't change his name, but I think Michael might have hopped on, so I'm not sure what if you're on, Michael, what if you had any questions for Laurie?
Real quick, Abby, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I don't have any questions for Laurie at this time.
Abby, I just had a quick question. Are they not doing the soccer? I know we used to do it at the school, and then they switched it down to all the kids played on Saturdays at Leland Gray. Are they not doing that anymore?
They are, but myself and Tess Pollard have been doing stuff at Wyndham.
Yeah, I saw that.
Here.
Yeah.
So it's not that folks, if they have interest, it's just try to get it started here.
Okay.
We're kind of just running into some interesting, unique rural, differences. So
Sure.
we're rolling with it though, and just trying to figure it out.
Great.
But, but for those who are interested, I believe that it is still an option for families if they want to kind of be really going and doing soccer really squared away right from the gate. That is an option for families.
Great. All right. I was just curious. Thank you.
Thank you.
Beth, can I just
Sure.
suggest to Abby that she, talk to like Townsend or, some other town and to see what they have put in place. That would be my first call, would be to find out what's in place somewhere else that you can mimic, not necessarily join with, but.
Great. All right. Great.
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Laurie. Next we have the art program. So I'm assuming you want to talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much to say. Now it's totally being funded by the REAP grant, which is awesome. I've been in touch with Casey, and she's prepared to start on Thursday. So, Laurie, is there something that needs to happen before that for her to start Thursday? Because she's prepared to be here.
No, she has met with Michelle. She is coming on as an employee. We determined the IRS regulations, she didn't really have enough documents to be considered a contracted service. So she is coming in as an employee. And
Great.
I believe she's met with Michelle and is all set to go.
That's my understanding. Just wanted to verify. So, yeah, that'll start Thursday afternoon. Thank you, everybody, for supporting that. Super exciting.
Okay. It says possible action, but it sounds like because it's being supported by the.
We're good,
Okay.
I think.
Dynamite. I guess Bill will say something.
Just to be safe, let's make a motion to pay the art teacher. I mean, is that necessary through? I don't know, Bill. Do we need to do something to make sure she's good to go?
Yeah. And Abby, that's actually really good thinking. The reason it was possible action is because we thought we might have to use fund balance. But I do agree with Abby. Go ahead, make a motion, pay the art teacher through the REAP grant, and then it's all clean.
Okay, great.
We're gonna make a motion to pay the art teacher through the REAP grants.
I'll second it. Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
All right.
Awesome.
Nice. All right. On to new business. Principals report.
Ames Web assessments have been ongoing for the past couple of weeks. Mr. PJ did the upper grade class the week of September 6th on the Chromebooks. Still have to finish up with a couple of second grade students. Younger students have a one-on-one assessment for Ames Web. So those younger students met with Miss Natalie individually under the guidance of Melissa Wood, who is also her mentor and one of the SU academic support teachers. And let me say, having Melissa here for a couple days was spectacular. This was a great opportunity for Miss Natalie to get to know each student's ability in both math and language arts in a more personal setting. This data will be reviewed and used to make the most impactful decisions on student instruction. Special schedule for the year is in place for the Unified Arts. Students will have PE twice a week on Wednesdays and Fridays, with some health classes mixed in by Miss West once a month for each grade level. Sally and Kate Ullman are teaming up again to volunteer for music instruction on Tuesday afternoons. And Casey Junker-Bailey is all set to start teaching art on Thursday afternoons this week. Also, Miss Elizabeth Samansky, our resident counselor, is now here for 2 days a week to meet with students individually or in small groups. It's really nice having her here. She's actually helped out with a couple other things already this year, just being an extra body in the building. Both Natalie and Mr. PJ attended professional development about language arts 2 of the days leading up into the school year. In Dutton Gym, all the K-6 teachers worked with members of the AST team, academic support team, to learn about current practices and the idea of a language arts menu. This is similar to the math menu idea we worked on last year during our professional development. The new boiler is in and all hooked up. Another huge thank you to Greg Frost and Russ Cumming for all their hard work on this project. Russ was here the first week of school operating the tractor to backfill the trench after the pipes were laid, then came back to neaten it up. Next, he's coming to my house to do some landscaping. A huge thank you to George Dutton for donating a large box of apples to the school for students to have at any point in the day when they need a healthy pick-me-up. Thank you, George. The food program is up and running relatively smoothly. Another huge thank you to Greg Frost for building and installing our new kitchen doors to keep all the food equipment safe during PE class, which is in that same space. Erin Kehoe brings a wealth of knowledge and experience to her position as our quote-unquote lunch lady. She is so knowledgeable about what works, doesn't work, and how to change things to function smoothly that I'm not sure we could do this without her support. Thank you very much, Erin, for your willingness to be a part of this new program at our school. And that's all I've got.
Great, thank you. Any questions for Principal MPJ?
Yes, what was the counselor's name again?
Elizabeth Szymanski.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anybody else?
Beth, you've got Crystal and Aaron on with hands up.
Okay, so Crystal and then Erin.
This is for Mickey.
Yeah.
If the art teacher happens to need extra supplies, if the parents could be contacted so that we could help donate those.
Awesome.
And I'm wondering, do we know when we will get the testing results?
The testing results from the Ames web?
Yes.
You can, again, like I said, I got to finish up with the second graders, but those results are available if anybody wanted to come and talk with me or check them out.
Perfect. I'll send an email to meet with you.
Perfect. Thank you.
And Erin.
Hey, sorry, I'm jumping on a little late, been a hectic day. I did ask, and I don't know if we can add it still to be on the agenda for tonight about purchasing smallwares and a fridge for the kitchen.
Oh, I knew there was one thing about that. Yeah, sorry, we did our additions, deletions. I don't, can we add that right now? Time.
Sure, you can add
Yeah, great, sure. Go ahead.
Oh, you want me to go now? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was number one asking to see if we could either source a fridge through the existing schools already. Greg thinks he might have one, or if we could purchase a bigger fridge for the lunch program to be able to store things. Right now it's really small residential fridge, and I think we have like 6 more inches that we can go to the left, so wider, and we can go taller as well. So I can't, so bringing supplies, like I can't leave a whole lot of extra because there's not a lot of room. So like bringing a case of milk, it's just not functional to put the case of milk in there. You literally need to stack it all on top of each other. So it takes a lot of time.
Okay.
So I'd like to try to source or find something that would fit. And the fridge is old and it's not, the daily temperature, I keep having to adjust it. So I just don't want it to go down. So that's that one. And
so Aaron, are you just asking for the board's permission to go ahead and work with Greg Frost to either source or find a fridge and then bring it back to the board for their approval to make that cash transaction?
Correct.
Okay.
Great.
Board, are you okay with Aaron moving forward to try to find that?
I make a motion for Aaron to find a fridge with Greg and bring it back to the board.
I think Laurie might have a point to make as well to support that conversation.
Go ahead, Laurie.
I do. You have already made a motion really to outfit the kitchen. I think that was back when Russ did that. And so that really is, you've already put aside that money, so to speak. So I think Aaron just needs to talk to Greg and source one.
Yeah.
That's my.
Yes, good point.
Great.
Love it.
Erin?
Okay, so no motion necessary. You have the blessing of the board, Aaron, to go ahead and go forward, and then you have a second question. Go for it.
Yep. So I guess Laurie just answered that, but I will just repeat it so everybody knows what's going on. Just to purchase some small wares and things like that are food service rated for the kitchen, not like wooden cutting boards or things from people's homes, which is great that people offer, but it's not good for a food service, serving environment under, especially this new school
Great.
serving.
Yeah. Go ahead,
Awesome.
Lori.
Just a quick question to Aaron. When you say small wares, I'm not necessarily familiar with the term, but this would not come from West River as part of the vended meal. This would be something that you would use to prep and that type of thing. Is that correct?
Like,
Okay.
yes, ladles,
All right.
sheet pans.
I just
cutting
want to make
boards.
sure you're not purchasing something that should be coming from West River. So
No,
Great.
no, it wouldn't be like food. It would actually be like, either if I find that, plates work well, versus, something that would all fall under a smallware category, like forks.
gotcha.
Great. If I could interject real quick, Erin, if you could just, I know we've talked about this before regarding the refrigerator. It sounded like there might have been one at one point, and I offered my truck because I have a long bed. So please just keep that in mind. I mean, not that you'd be laying it down, but anyway, please keep in mind I'm still happy to help move something if there's something available.
Great, thank you. I'll touch base with Greg, and we'll just keep you in the loop of what's going on.
Dynamite. All right. Thank you, Erin. Great. Next is any other questions? Sorry, for Mickey. Okay. Financials. The only financial I have, and I saw that Abby got it, Bridget sent it to us, was a pay order, which I think is pay order 10. Abby, did you get a chance to look at that?
There I go, talking again while I'm muted. Yes, I'm pulling them all out right now. I had everything printed out. So
Yeah.
hiding in my car in the rain, so bear with me here.
Yeah, it came through Bridget Corby. I guess through Tara. Somehow I got it from you though first.
I think she sent it to your Wyndham Central email, and she sent it to Abby's other
That's
email.
why I'm
So
not
I
getting
forwarded it to you guys on the
Dynamite.
emails that you're
Okay.
using.
Great. It's very generic. It's all the basic things we've been dealing with in the past. So unless you saw anything out of the ordinary, I would take a motion to approve just pay order 10, just to get it off the table.
I second it.
Okay, any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor say aye. Aye. I'm assuming that, Abby, did you say aye?
Okay, my audio cut out completely. I can't hear anybody.
Oh no.
Can other people still hear us?
Yeah, your guys are fine. We heard Abby say aye, so you're okay.
Okay,
Great.
great. All right, moving on then to the superintendent.
All right, so I've provided a written report for you, but I want to highlight a couple very important dates, especially for Wyndham. So on September 28th, the two Wyndham representatives, Beth and Russ, at Leland and Gray, at 6 o'clock.
Oh, this one I have.
Food will be provided. It will be the interview with the candidate or candidates that are applying for the superintendent's job. So I would encourage you both to come and enjoy the meal and participate in the process. 6 p.m. Leland and Gray. Any other board members may attend. They just won't have a vote for that. It will only be in person. It is an only in-person meeting.
Okay.
And then on October 26th, there will be a WCSU retreat. It will be to be determined the location. Again, it will be a physical location. Meg and I are, well, really Meg and just informing Bill, is letting me know of some possible locations that can satisfy the needs of the requirements of the WCSU Executive Board, but just want to make sure that October 26th and September 28th are on your radar.
Yep.
The 26th will be nice. Again, a meal will be provided, and it will be off-site from the schools, and we'll just do some quick updates, but it's really quite social. Wyndham is always well represented and well represented. Just go with well represented.
Yeah. Especially when it's on the other side of the county.
Exactly. There's some carpooling, there's some joy, there's some jovial nature. So Again, the written report has been sent to you all, but again, the 28th and the 26th, just very
Yep.
important dates.
Okay. Yes, thank you.
That's all I got.
Okay, awesome. Any questions for the superintendent? All right. Wow, we are doing great here. Well, gee whiz. It looks like so we're gonna put out on the news and notes. Bridget's gonna put out the changes of our next
Change of dates for the meetings.
board meeting
We
dates.
just gotta update it in the
All
news and
right, so you'll
notes.
take care of that. So I think that's it. That sounds awesome. Unless I'm missing something. I don't think I am.
That was the best meeting. in
Oh wow,
years.
thank you everybody. I gotta go to the barn and check on my poor cow. All right, so if nothing else, we're gonna
make the motion.
I'm gonna make a motion to adjourn at 6:25.
I second it.
Woo!
Okay.
Awesome.
Let's do the discussion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Great. Oh, I really appreciate
Well
this.
done,
Thank you,
folks.
everybody. Bye.